Well, good morning. This is Matt Saunders from Media Solutions calling. Joining me here in our conference room in sunny Chandler, Arizona, where it's only supposed to hit 107 degrees in the desert today. So fall is on the way to the desert. But joining me here in the conference room are Janet and Jim and Shane and Paul. And we want to welcome you to the webinar this morning. We want to thank you for taking the time to join us today. What we're going to do this morning is the team is going to walk you through what to expect and when with your launch that will happen on Wednesday, September 27th. What we're going to do, because we've got so many people dialing in on the webinar today, to keep background noise to a minimum, we've muted all your microphones from this end. Whether you're on mute at your end or not, doesn't matter. We've muted everybody at this end because that tends to keep the audio nice and clear in case someone's in their car phone or if they're calling from home and a dog starts barking. It just makes it better for everybody. However, we want this to be interactive. So if you're looking at your computer screen, you'll see where you have the ability to send in a question using the chat button. So we encourage everyone, don't wait till the end for questions and answers. As we're covering information today, if you have a question, please submit your question using the chat feature. We'll be monitoring it here at this end. We'll identify who sent the question in, we'll read the question, and we'll respond at that point in time. So just to keep us on schedule and get us started, I'm going to hand it over to Paul. A lot of you have already worked with Paul. He's handled all the registrations and is working through the transition for all stores, and he's going to do most of the presentation today. So with that, Paul, you're up to bat.
Great, thank you, Matt. This is Paul, and today we're going to go over all the different programs that we're starting up for your stores. We'll go through and explain how they're all working, how we get customers signed up to receive these offers, and of course answer any questions that you guys might have. The diagram that you're seeing on the screen right now is our wheel diagram. A lot of you are probably familiar with this. It kind of goes through and breaks down all of our different services. Like I said, we're going to go through all of these and break them all down so you're comfortable with them and you know exactly how these are going to work. The first thing we're going to cover, of course, is the Wave website. You're all going to receive a brand new website. I've already worked with a lot of you on getting the domain name that we're going to use and getting these set up. This week I'm working on actually creating these websites for you guys. As you can see on the website here, each month we have a monthly theme. That changes each month, changes the background image, the graphics, the colors. So each month we're going to have a new theme. The stores, you guys don't actually have to do anything for these changes. We do that all on the back end. So there's nothing that you guys need to do to get this to change. Next month's theme, when you actually start off on the 7th, is going to be Hello Autumn. So of course we're going to have some great autumn pictures up there and graphics. With the websites, I know you guys are all anxious to actually get your actual websites up and running. I'm going to have preview links for everybody on Friday. So by this Friday, in 3 days, you'll receive an email from me with a link so you can actually go to your website, take a look at it, and start making changes to customize it. And we really want you guys to make changes and customize it for your store. So you can go in and you can change department pages. You can add in information on the About Us page. We want you to go in and, of course, double check your store hours, make sure that the phone number is correct. Just go through and make sure everything's the way you want. You're also going to have an account for Solution Center by then, so you can also go in and make changes to the website, or you can contact us directly to make the changes for you. The day that we're going to be launching the website is on September 27th. That's the first day of the DVC. But we are going to, if you are ready to go live before that, you can. So if you get that view and you like the way it looks and you're ready to go live, we can go live. One of the great benefits of doing that is we can actually start then getting subscribers signed up for your subscriber database so people can start receiving the promotions when they start going out. A big thing on the website, of course, is your weekly ad. We want to make sure that your weekly ad is on there each week. We've got a great tool that allows you to go in and actually upload the ad yourself. There's no cost to doing that. You're able to go in, upload the PDF files that you receive from your designer. You put in the start date and the end date, and it's really just that easy. When the ad breaks, it gets emailed out to your customers. And again, the great thing about that, there's no cost for you to do that. If for some reason you don't want to upload it yourself or have somebody at your store do it, if your current ad designer is uploading your ad for you right now to your website, you can have them continue doing that if they charge you for that. I know with AWG, I believe they charge $7 per page to upload the ad. So if they're doing it for you now and you want to have them continue doing it, you can do that. But if you want to save that money and upload it yourself, we definitely give you that option.
This is Matt again. Let me just reinforce what Paul said. As all of you know, the cost to participate in the DVC is $100 per week. A lot of you could probably save at least half of that if you start uploading your ad to your website yourself. I'm sure that all of you, almost all of you, if not all of you, are paying someone currently to upload your ad to your website. As Paul said, I think AWG charges $7 a page. Let's say you run an 8-page flyer, that's $56 a week. It literally takes about 2 minutes to upload the ad, and it can be done when your scan coordinator is batching in the items. It can be part of that same sequence. We encourage you to save the money, upload the ad yourself. We've got a tutorial that Paul can direct you to. It's so easy, and put that money toward the new expense that you have to being on the DVC.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Once you are ready to go live with the website, let me know. I know, like I said before, a lot of you are starting with brand new domain names. But for those of you that have websites with AWG or other providers, once you're ready to go live, we'll contact them to make the changes necessary on your domain to get the site up and running. Like I said, I'd like for a lot of you to launch before that September 27th date, just so we can start getting email subscribers for you. If you already have current email subscribers with your provider now, we can definitely import those into our system. What we're going to need is just a CSV file, a spreadsheet file from your current provider with all your subscribers. We'll take that information and import it into your website with us so that we don't lose any subscribers. Normally, we want to do that as close to your launch date with us as possible. That way, we don't lose any customers that might be signing up from now until then. The next feature we're going to go over is the monthly microsite. Of course, this changes each month as well to promote the monthly theme. So next month, when you guys launch on the 27th, it's going to be the Hello to Autumn theme. This is store branded, so your store logo is going to be up in the upper left-hand corner there. When people go from your website to here, they're still going to see your store logo. There's a back to website link on there as well, so they can go back to your website. But the microsite basically is used to promote the monthly theme. It's going to have articles and recipes and coupons listed on here. On the screen now, we're seeing the coupons that are listed for this microsite. They're going to list them per week. As they drop off, it's going to drop off the coupons. So you can see on the screenshot here, it's listing week 3, 4, and 5. So week 1 and 2 have already expired and no longer appear on the website. Again, with the microsite, there's nothing that you guys need to do on your end. We take care of that, making all the changes and making sure that it's linked from your website to the microsite each month. Our special delivery program, this is going to be emailed out to all of your subscribers every Thursday. This is a single item promotion that's good for Thursday and Friday. The special delivery is emailed out only to your customers. This does not display on the website. So this is a great selling point to get people actually signed up to receive emails from you. The only way they're going to get this is if they're signed up as an email subscriber with your store. And again, this promotion is set up with us automatically. You don't need to do anything. It's going to get sent out every Thursday for you automatically.
While Paul has this slide up here, let me remind everybody, if you look at the coupon itself, let's look at the one that says $2 off chicken breast in the lower right-hand corner. notice when you're looking at that coupon, in the upper left-hand part of that coupon by the dotted line border, it's got the PLU number, 8014. And just a reminder that all of the promotions that are in the DVC are driven by PLU number 8000 through 8099. And that way, it makes it much easier for you to target your markdown and to track the performance of each coupon. So just a reminder to the folks that are on this group, when Paul goes further ahead and shows you the newsletter, you'll notice the PLUs will be listed for each ad planner. I just wanted to point that out. Every single element, every promotion of the DVC is PLU driven.
Here we've got the weekend ad. So this is going to get emailed out to your subscribers, and this one also will display on your website. This is going to be a 4-item ad that gets emailed out every Friday morning. The promotions are going to be great for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this is basically a 3-day ad to help promote traffic on the weekends for you guys. Again, this is automatically sent out by us. You don't need to do anything to set it up to make sure it goes out. We take care of that all on the back end. Text messaging. All of your text message programs will be set up by this Friday. I've already talked to a lot of you on having the keywords that we've set up for the stores. So those are actually all going to be active and available on Friday for you guys to use. The promotions get sent out every Monday. It's a 1-day offer. It'll get sent out automatically for your stores every Monday morning. The keyword to get people signed up is also going to be displayed on your homepage. Up in the upper left corner, it'll have the keyword as well as the phone number that they're going to text to in order to sign up to receive your promotions. Not too many of the stores that I've talked with already have text messaging, but there was 1 or 2 that do. For those stores, if you do have a current text provider and you want to import your subscribers to us, we can do that as well. Just get with your current provider and see if they can get an export of your current phone numbers. Send that over to us, and we'll get that imported into our system.
All right, we have our first question. Will you be sending out a list of the PLUs to be used, or how do we know each time they change? It's a great question, and the answer is yes, we will be sending it out. You'll be receiving a weekly newsletter that will give you all the news that you need about the DVC. Here's the upcoming themes, here's the dates. It'll include your ad planner for the upcoming promotions with the PLUs, the prices, the terms, limit 1, limit 2, $50 purchase, $25. It will all be spelled out. As we get matured on this, the lead time you should be getting for that information, the divisions will be getting us their ad planners on the Thursday that's 27 days prior to the Wednesday ad break for the DVC week. We take that information we get that Thursday, and over that Friday and the following Monday, we process the newsletters for distribution. They typically go out Monday or Tuesday, and you'll have them 22 or 20, Shane, you're shaking your head.
It's usually Friday.
Usually, so we're running, you'll get them somewhere about 2.5 weeks prior to the break date. And for the newsletters that will go out for the launch, Shane, when can the stores expect to see those?
Those will be this week is when we're going to be doing the production on it. So
okay, so the newsletters for your break date on the 27th, you'll all be getting this week. Going forward, once we get the cadence going with the divisions, you'll be getting more notice on them.
Okay, going back with the text message program, again, if you have a current provider, can import your current customers as long as we can get an export of those phone numbers from your current provider. Another thing I want to stress on that is with the text message program, like I said, those go out every Monday from us. We set those up automatically and set those out. Let's see, so basically we're sending out the text messages for you every Monday morning. In our system, we basically allow you also to go in and create your own promotions as well. So if you ever wanted to do your own text message, you can go into Solution Center and create your own text message to send out as well. Just remember the one that we send out is on Monday, so if you wanted to schedule one to go out maybe on Friday or Saturday, you can go ahead and do that. We'll have a training session on how you guys can do that as well. For those stores that do have current providers with text message, or really for any of our systems, so if you have a current, something I should have mentioned before on the website, if you have a current provider with your website, text messaging, or any other service, be sure you contact them and let them know when you're switching over to us, so you can cancel services with them, whether that's with AWG's current website provider or another provider for your text message. And that's it for text messaging.
Okay, we have two more questions. The first one from Wood Supermarket wanted to know if we could switch presenters. And on this webinar, we're not, only because we've got so many people dialing in that we don't want to risk losing the connection. So that typically we would be able to, but we're not going to do it for this presentation. The second question from Chuck Murphy is, are the manufacturers funding any of the coupon items? And that's really an answer that I should defer to the divisions. I'm going to answer it, and I'm going to ask that if I answer it correctly, that the divisions quickly send me a chat message so I can correct myself. But the way it's, the answer to that question, Chuck, and it's a great question, is yes, the manufacturers will be funding some of the coupons. To get this started, you'll see a lot of private label out there, and you'll see a lot of unfunded coupons because the divisions are just getting going, starting to talk to the vendors and getting some traction under the program. So at first, it's going to take more retail markdown than it will in the future when these become funded. When there is the retail markdown, we want to stress that the way the offers are being put together, it still won't hurt the stores. And it's easy for me to say that. So let me explain to you the logic, and I hope you agree with me. All of the items that are out there are going to have a purchase requirement. The typical retail amount that we do for a free item is roughly in the $3 range, regular retail, not markdown retail, not cost, regular retail. With a $50 purchase requirement, if a store has a 25% wall-to-wall gross, the incremental gross profit, gross margin that they'll bring in from that $50 incremental purchase is $12.50. If you were to take the straight retail markdown on it, no deal, not bringing it back to cost, but the $3, that would pull it down from $12.50 to $9.50. So it's still a very profitable transaction for the store. So yes, up front, there'll be more retailer-sponsored markdowns. Going forward, as the divisions work it harder and introduce it to the divisions, we see more and more manufacturer sponsorship coming up. And once again, my request to the divisions, if I answered that incorrectly, send me a chat and I will correct myself. All right, Richard Pratt from Springfield just sent me a note saying that that's absolutely correct. Thank you, Richard.
Okay, so moving on to Bright Isle, which is our mobile app. You're all going to be included on the Bright Isle mobile app. I know a few stores have decided to get their own custom app, but most of this information pertains to everybody, whether you're on the custom app or on the Bright Isle mobile app. It's going to be available for customers that are on Android and on iPhone. They can go to their app store to download it. When your website goes live, that's when you're going to be included in the Bright Isle app, and they'll actually be able to find you in there. We're seeing a screenshot of the homepage on here, as well as some of the offers that have come through. When customers open up the mobile app, they're going to find your weekly ad. They're going to find recipes. There's a pantry scanner, so they can actually use the camera on the back of their phone to scan DVC codes on items to add them to a shopping list. They can also click here to subscribe. There's a subscribe button that we're seeing there. They can click on to subscribe for your email listing. And just to note that when people subscribe on the mobile app, it's going to the same database as your website. So if they've already subscribed on your website and they open up Bright Isle and they subscribe, it's just going to let them know they're already subscribed. But those customers are still going to receive your weekly ad each week when it breaks. They're still going to get your special delivery when it comes out every Thursday, as well as your 4-item weekend ad that comes out on Friday. For the weekly ad that's displaying here, once you upload the weekly ad into Solution Center for your website, it automatically pulls it into Bright Isle as well. So there's no need to upload it twice. You upload it once in our system, and it automatically gets uploaded to your website. It gets uploaded into Bright Isle, and it also gets uploaded into Social Octane, which we'll go over here in a second, so you can post it onto Facebook. So you just upload it once, and it takes care of all of the different programs for us. Another great feature of Bright Isle is Smart Zone. So Smart Zone basically is utilizing beacons and smart cards. The beacons we're seeing here over on the right-hand side of the screen, you plug them into an outlet, and it has a beacon attached into that little USB plug, and that creates a radius around that beacon of about 50 feet. You're going to plug these in around your store. Each week, the promotion on those beacons is going to change. The promotions run from Wednesday to Tuesday. There's nothing you need to do on your end for those promotions. It's going to change automatically. As soon as you receive your beacons, you can go ahead and plug them in, because if there's not an active promotion, it's just not going to send one out. So you can plug it in, and yeah, you'll be receiving 2 beacons actually. So you'd want to plug those in around your store so you get the best coverage. We found normally you want to plug them in somewhere where they're not out in the open, maybe behind a counter, someplace where they're not easily seen, because we have heard of them getting mysteriously walking off by themselves. So be sure you keep them kind of out of reach, or maybe just hidden behind a counter somewhere. That way you can always have those different promotions. For the smart cards, you're going to receive 2 smart cards, one yellow smart card and a teal smart card. These are 5x7 index cards. They have a QR code that your customers can scan with their camera to receive a promotion, and they also have an embedded NFC chip that they can tap with their NFC-enabled phones to receive the promotion on those. The teal smart card that you're seeing on the left here is going to be promoting the microsite. So when somebody goes up to that card and either scans it or taps it, they're going to get taken to the micro website, which is going to promote the monthly theme. They can also view and get the coupons. The coupon, or the smart card in the middle there, the yellow one, is going to be your weekly offers. That's going to change, again, each week. It's going to run from Wednesday to Thursday. And that card you can have anywhere in your store, whether it's going to be up in the front of your store, or maybe you're going to have it actually positioned close to the item that it's promoting. That one you can go ahead and move around. If somebody goes ahead and scans one of these cards and they don't actually have Bright Isle installed on their phone, it's just going to prompt them to go ahead and download the app. Once they download and install it, they can then scan the card again to get that promotion. So it's a great way to get people to easily download the app. Just have them scan one of the cards, and then they're going to get taken to their app store to download the Bright Isle app.
We've had one other question come in, and this is from Michael Ramsey at Wood Supermarket. You had mentioned that the initial coupons will be on private label items, at some of the coupons. And the question is, will AWG be subsidizing those coupons? I don't know the answer to that question, so Richard Pratt, I'm going to default to you, and I'm going to unmute your phone now. I didn't unmute.
You got to move over onto that and click on it.
Shane, I'll hand
Right
it.
there. Just click where it's blue.
Oh, click where it says blue. Okay. Okay, Richard, you're unmuted. Could you go ahead and, to the best of your ability, answer that question for Michael, please?
Yeah, we're still discussing the items and the type of promotions that we're going to initially kick off with. And I will go ahead and say we probably will do some subsidizing of the initial items, but we haven't gotten any specifics yet to what the items are or how much we will do, but there will be some subsidizing. So I hate to be so vague, but we're still working through all the intricacies of what we're going to do right off the bat. So we'll let you guys know, though. we're going to make the impact on the retailers as minimal as possible as we start the program, and then eventually we'll get more funding from the manufacturers themselves to fund the items moving forward.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Okay, going on to digital signage. So each store has the ability to receive up to 3 media players. Those are included with the DVC. So you can have 3 TVs and 3 media players hooked up to those. Basically, on the store end, what we want the stores to do is to go ahead and purchase the TVs, get those installed. Once you've done that, contact me, and we will go ahead and get the media players sent out to you. Those players are getting sent out next week on Wednesday, so hopefully by then I'll get a few phone calls or emails letting me know that you guys have got your TVs installed and the players will get sent out to you. Once you receive those players, you're going to easily hook those up to your TV using the HDMI cable that we include, and then you want to be sure to hook them up to your Wi-Fi connection in store, either through a network cable or through your Wi-Fi connection. Hooking up to your internet connection is very important because each week we change the playlist on the content that they're going to display in your store. Those playlists run from Wednesday through Tuesday, and it needs to have that internet connection in order to download that new content.
We've had another question come in, and this one's from Brian Wiggs. Does the beacon work off Bluetooth, and will there be signage telling customers how to use it? 2 really good questions there, and I'll answer the first one, and then I'll defer to Janet or someone else, because we are going to help you with signage, and we'll explain that a little bit. But does the beacon work off of Bluetooth? And the answer is yes. What the customer does is downloads your mobile app to their mobile device, and they need to have Bluetooth turned on. Once they do that, they don't have to have your app turned on, but once they've downloaded your app, and if their Bluetooth is turned on, that's how they'll get dinged when they get within range of the beacon. So great question. And then on the second question on signage, let me go ahead and defer to someone else.
Sorry, just to correct you, they do need to have the app turned on for the Bluetooth to work with the beacon.
Okay.
As far as signage, there's signage that takes them to download the app, but not signage that tells them how to use it. There's a tutorial on the app once they download it, and they takes them through. It's really simple.
Okay, and then we have another question. What happens if you have poor cell phone signal in your stores? And this is from Chad Hargrove. And Chad, really good question. In fact, this came up with another group of stores yesterday. The only issue that you'll have will be, because you're not going to be sending text necessarily for people to get in the store. But I guess it could come up if there's some Bluetooth issues. But even that, I don't think it's going to matter. So.
Yeah, the cell phone signal won't affect the Bluetooth technology.
So it really doesn't affect anything if you've got poor cell phone coverage in your stores. The only thing, and this is how the question came up yesterday with a different group, what if we send a text message out and you've got poor cell phone coverage in your store? Well, most of your customers aren't going to get the text messages when they're in your store anyway. We're sending it to them when you're not in the store to get them into your store. So it really won't matter. It's a good question. And then the next question is from Bruce. Smart cards, are they the large easel type, or how many throughout the store? And the answer to that is there'll be 2 supplied to each store. The cards themselves are actually fairly small, roughly 5 by 7. 5 by 7, but they can get. We do supply. Janet, why don't you describe the 22 by 28s if we use tap signs on them?
It's just basically telling people to find them and tap them, and they'll get the information. It gives them a little bit of instruction. They're designed to fit on a shelf around a display or something like that, so they're kept fairly small. You can keep them, if you have something at the cash registers, they fit up there as well.
Right, and you'll receive one of each. You'll receive one of the yellow cards and one of the teal. But if you'd like additional cards, let me know and we can get those ordered for you.
Okay, and then we have another question, this one from Chuck Murphy. What if a promotion through a beacon, email, or text is for an item that we don't carry? Do we have the ability to opt out of a single promotion? Two aspects to the response to that question. First off, the items that the division is going to put into the DVC are all items that every store should be carrying. These are items that are designed that everybody wants, everybody uses, and it's to get people off the couch and into your store. It won't be items like cat litter that only people who own cats use. These will be items that everybody uses. So they're not for the slow-moving items. There won't be the risk of not carrying those items. It'll be items like Kraft Blue Box mac and cheese. Do you have the ability to opt out of a single promotion? At this point in time, you don't, and there's an important reason that we've done that. When the divisions negotiate with the CPG companies, they need to be able to negotiate for performance and with clout to say, if we commit to this item at this deal, I can guarantee you performance in all these stores on the DVC. There's no opting in and no opting out. In the long run, I know it's very difficult to give up that kind of flexibility as an independent operator. In the long run, giving the division negotiators that muscle to get the deals for you is going to help you to get the better deals. So anyhow, the answer to the questions is don't have to worry about not carrying the items. They'll all be Tier A items, and there isn't the ability to opt out at this point, and that's the reason why. Next question from Chad Hargrove. What kind of device will we, what kind of notice will we have on the beacon items, such as what item and when? And Chad, that's the information that will be coming out to you on the newsletter that we talked about before, that you'll be getting about 2.5 to 3 weeks before the ads actually break. You'll get the ad planner. So you'll be getting that type of notice.
Okay, so with the digital signage, like I said, once you actually receive your players and you get them hooked up to your internet connection, that playlist is going to change each week. The playlist runs from Wednesday to Tuesday. Again, you don't need to do anything with the playlist that we're creating on our end. We're going to create that and we're going to schedule it and it's going to play automatically. The stores do have the option, though, of getting logged into Solution Center. So if you want to have your own signage created and have that playing alongside the DVC content, you definitely can do that. And we'll have a training session on how to do that in Solution Center for stores that are interested in doing that. Like I said, with the DVC, you're going to get 3 players that are included. But for stores that maybe want to have additional players in your store, if you want to have a 4th player, or maybe you want to have a player for your deli section for a deli menu, contact us and we can get additional players sent out to you. The cost for additional players is $20 per week. And like I said before, we're going to be sending those out next Wednesday, which I believe is the 20th. So get in touch with me before that and let me know how many players you need sent out to your location.
Okay, we have another question. This question is from Justin Gentry. At the Springfield Food Show, the TV that was used, I believe, was purchased from Best Buy. Do you have a link that you could send out for the best TV to use at the best price? Jim just stepped out of the room. He's going to see if we can get that link for you. But here's what we recommend on the TVs. First of all, the size that we recommend, smallest would be 40 inches, largest 65 inches, and it depends on where you're going to locate it in the store. If you've got your entire front end that you want customers to see, a 40-inch TV would get lost. So you're probably going to want to mount a 65-inch. But it varies on where you're going to put it. Too big and too small of a space doesn't work. Too small and too big of a space doesn't work. So the first thing you want to do is decide where you want to mount the TVs and figure out what size is best for each area. We recommend one TV as you come into the store to greet your customers. We recommend one TV mounted at the front end so that when your customers are in line to check out, you've got a captive audience and you can market to them. And we recommend the third TV either be located in the produce department, they get great exposure there, or in front of a service department. If you've got a service meat case, service deli, service bakery, once again, when people are in line waiting to be waited on, you've got a captive audience that you can market to them. So once you determine the size, the next question is, how do you get the best value for a TV? And we recommend you buy the least expensive flat screen that you can. You don't need 1080 resolution. You don't need curved screens. You don't need Hulu. You don't need Netflix. You don't need internet enabled. All you need is a simple flat screen TV with one HDMI plug-in. That's it. And the question that was asked was it a Best Buy TV that we used? And yes, we've had really, really good luck with Best Buy's private label. The brand is called Insignia, and we use lots of them around the office and have had great luck with them. So we recommend them from our experience with them. We also recommend the Sharp brand, which we also buy from Best Buy. You can find them at bestbuy.com. If you do make the purchase, don't make the purchase using a Best Buy business account, because if you do, you won't get the sale price. We learned that the hard way. So just make a regular Best Buy purchase. And then Jim just went to get some more information. If there's additional stuff, we'll ask. Another question from Dave and Scott. Does it matter that our ads run Monday through Sunday based on the items you're promoted Wednesday through Tuesday? Great question, and the answer is absolutely not. It doesn't matter. Run your regular ad however you do it. And we all know there's 1,000 different variations at how stores pick the run dates for their flyers. Don't change anything. It's just that the DVC week is Wednesday through Tuesday. It doesn't matter if yours is Monday through Sunday. The DVC elements will just run Wednesday through Tuesday. There's no conflict at all there. On your website, you'll still be posting your ad, which will have whatever your effective dates are, so that the two don't have to be dovetailed, no problem at all. And the next question is from David Maxwell. We run our weekly ad Monday through Sunday. No, it's the same question, I'm sorry. So two people asked the same question, so same answer.
And one thing I want to add in on the digital signage, when you're going to find locations where you're going to mount your TV, you want to make sure, obviously, that wherever you're going to have it mounted, that there's a good Wi-Fi signal there, or you're able to get internet run out to that location. You can easily check that. Take your cell phone or a tablet, put it in airplane mode so it's only working off of your Wi-Fi. Hook it up to your Wi-Fi, and then walk out to where that location is that you want to mount the TV, and make sure you've got a good internet connection there. If you're in a dead zone for your Wi-Fi, or if it's just not extending out that far, basically you'll have a few different options. You might not be able to mount your TV out that far because it's not going to get any updates. Another option would be, and we have some stores doing this, is instead of mounting the TV on the wall, they'll mount it onto a rolling rack. It's basically a pole with some wheels on the bottom. Your TV mounts right onto that, and that way you're able to roll the TV closer, every week when it's going to get those updates on Wednesday, and then roll it out to the location where you want. And this also gives you the flexibility of being able to move that TV around your store to different locations. So you do have a few different options on getting them mounted.
Next question is from John. Is there sound associated with the signage? No, it's video only.
Yeah, it's video only for the animations that we upload for the for the DVC. And go to, I think that's it for digital signage. Yeah. Okay. The next thing we're going to go over is Social Octane, which is our Facebook posting app. Social Octane allows you easily to make postings onto your Facebook page. That being said, the most important thing with this is you need to already have an existing Facebook business page. If you don't have an existing Facebook business page, you can go to Facebook and sign up. It's free to create that business page. There's a lot of videos and tutorials online you can go through and search, and it'll walk you through exactly how to do that. Once you actually have a Facebook page for your store, you're able to sign up for Social Octane, and this is going to allow you to easily make postings with DVC content that's exclusive for your stores, as well as content that we have available there for other stores as well. Each month, the DVC sponsored postings are going to support the monthly theme, and those will be available for you to use. Here we see a screenshot of what the interface looks like when you log into Social Octane. It's going to have the posting ideas, which change each month. You can see the different tabs there across the top. There's also a tab for cover photos. So the banner photo that runs across the top of your Facebook page, we're going to have different banners up there. Those also change each month for the seasons and holidays. My weekly specials, that's where you're going to find your weekly ad. Again, when you uploaded your ad the first time for your website, it also uploads it in here so you can easily post it on your Facebook page. There's going to be sponsored postings. That's where you're going to go in to find the DVC exclusive postings that are supporting the monthly theme for your website. And there's also an MSC marketing tab at the end there. That's to help promote a lot of your new programs. So like I said, we're going to have a text program for you. There's a posting in there so you can make a posting to Facebook to have people sign up for your text program. There's a posting in there to support your new website, of course, so people can go in to sign up for your email program as well. You're going to have access to all of those tabs on Social Octane. In order to get signed up for Social Octane, you just go to the Social Octane website. You can access that through Solution Center. You'll click on the link, and then once you're actually signed up, you'll have access to all of those options for postings. Solution Center. So basically, I've mentioned Solution Center a few times before. This is where you're going to get logged in. You'll all have an account by Friday, by this Friday the 15th. Once you're actually logged in, you're going to be able to do things like uploading your weekly ad. You're going to be able to make changes to your website. If you ever wanted to send out your own text promotions, you can do that from here as well. If you ever wanted to create your own playlist to go alongside the playlist we're playing for the DVC on digital signage, you can do that as well in here. When you get the link for the login page on Solution Center, your login is going to be your email address that we have on file here for you. You'll also get an email for your password. If you ever forget your password, there's also a reset password link on the login page. Just click on that, and you'll get logged in, and then you can go ahead and access all the different features. And we could go through and really just have a whole webinar and just using Solution Center. But for those of you that want to get in there and take advantage of a lot of the different options that we have, like creating your own postings and text messages, just let me know and we'll have a separate webinar for doing that.
Okay, we've got another question, and Jim had stepped out to go to the Best Buy website, and let me give you some ideas on price. This is on pricing. This is for Best Buy's Insignia brand of flat screen TVs. The 40-inch is on sale for $229.99. The 50-inch is on sale for $299.99. The 43-inch is on sale for $299.99. And the 39-inch is on sale for $179.99. So once again, we've had great luck with this Insignia brand, the Best Buy private label, and we do recommend that. Others certainly work, but we've had great luck with those. The other question that just came in, and this one is from Bruce, can we sign up for Social Octane now? And I'm going to defer that to someone else.
Yes, you can definitely sign up for Social Octane now. If you have a Facebook page now for your store, just go to social-octane.com and sign up, and you can get started using the postings now. The only thing you're not going to have available right now is going to be the DVC themed postings. Those won't actually be available until we launch the DVC on September 27th. Okay, so what stores need to do? Basically, you're going to be receiving two packages, one that's coming from us and one that's coming from the printers, from Dudette, which is handling the printing and sending those out to you guys. The package you receive from us is going to be going out next Wednesday. And it's going to contain everything you see on the screen there in that lovely photo. It's going to have basically a QR code, stickers, sheet, which you're going to use to attach to the posters that you received from DUDAT. It's going to have your 2 smart cards. It's going to have 2 beacons, and it's going to have media players if you've contacted me by Wednesday to let me know that you're ready to receive those. If you have contacted me and you said, yes, send me the 3 players, those 3 players will be included. If I haven't heard from you, then you'll only be receiving the smart cards, the beacons, and the QR stickers.
We have another question this one from Brian Wigg. So Social Octane will let us manage our content on Facebook. What if we have a third party manage our Facebook now? Will they have to use Social Octane? And the answer is no. Social Octane gives you the ability to post on Facebook. But what you would do in a situation like this, where someone else is managing your content, you would give that individual access to your Social Octane, and then that way they can take advantage of all of the offerings that we have on Social Octane and can do the posting for you.
Yeah, you definitely can do that. And I mean, Social Octane is very simple to use. You can go in there and make a posting. You can also schedule postings if you'd like. We've really made it very simple. So if you want to take over doing that and just go in and create the postings, and if you no longer need that service for somebody doing your Facebook management for you, you can just cancel that. I said Facebook or the Social Octane program we have is very simple to use. Most stores just go in and do their scheduling once or twice a month. They get their weekly ad schedule to post when it breaks. They do a few postings for the DVC promotions to promote the monthly theme. And like I said, you can schedule them all at once. So you just need to log in maybe once or twice a month, do your scheduling, and it's going to post automatically for you then. But if you still want to have somebody else doing that for you, yes,
It supplements it.
it supplements it if you'd like to continue paying that and doing that separately. So that's the promotional kit that you're going to receive that you see on the screen there. Other things for the stores to do, of course, we went over the TVs, getting those installed, getting the players, having those connected to TVs. Once you get the beacons, getting those plugged into outlets. And again, you can plug those in right as soon as you get them. You don't need to wait until the start of the DVC. There's no promotion on them right now, so you can plug them in. If somebody has Bright Isle, they're not going to get a promotion. They don't actually go live until the promotions go live, so plug them in now. That way you don't forget about them, or they might get lost either. The signs that you're going to get from the launch kit, of course, get those placed around your stores. The QR code stickers that we're sending to you, get those placed onto the posters. And probably the most important thing, hold an employee meeting probably a few days to a week before you actually launch. You want to be sure to have an employee meeting. We're actually recording this webinar, so you could actually use this webinar to go through and go over a lot of the programs that are starting up. But we want your employees to be comfortable with all the systems. We want your employees to know how customers are going to get signed up for text messaging, how they're going to sign up to receive the email promotions that we're sending out. We really want your employees to sign up themselves to receive these so they can go through the process of signing up. And it just makes it that much easier for them to explain to your customers how to do it. And if they're confident in the system and how they work, they're going to be that much more comfortable talking to your customers about it. And of course, although we have all these promotions and we're doing all of the back end programming and setting up these promotions, sending them out, unless you actually have subscribers that are going to be receiving these, it's not going to do much good. So getting people signed up for email subscriptions, getting people signed up to receive text message, that's going to be very important. And that's really most of the heavy lifting that the stores are going to have to do. Like I said, with text messages, that's going to be set up on Saturday. So Saturday morning, you could actually start getting people signed up to receive text messaging. Just use your keyword, have them text your keyword to 41570. That's the phone number everybody's going to use, and that'll get them signed up. And that's all I've got. Next, we're going to go into the newsletter. And if you still have more questions, keep posting them over in the chat box, and we'll get through those. But now I'm going to hand it over to Shane, and he's going to go over the newsletter information for us.
So we kind of talked about the newsletter already, so I'm not going to spend too long talking about this. We just wanted to give you a preview of what it's going to look like. Initially, we're going to be sending these out to the division, and then they'll be sending them out to all the stores. So the newsletter is going to come every week. It'll have the valid dates that it covers up at the top. It'll have any news items will be up towards the top as well. There will be suggestions about ways you can use your program, ways you can grow your subscribers, any notifications about when it's time to put in orders for supplemental materials for your store. And then all of the promotions and the PLU codes will be further down as you go down. It will also include a link to, or it'll also include a one sheet that's printable that you can hand to your cashiers or to your scan coordinators. It makes it easy to have it all in one place. The DVC schedule, this is just a review. We've talked about this already, but the dates that the way things will run will be beacons and smart signs. Their promotions will begin on Wednesday and run through the following Tuesday. The single item e-blast will go out on Thursdays, and that'll be effective Thursday and Friday. The weekend e-blast, the 4-item ad, will go out on Fridays, and those will be effective for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then every Monday will be when the text message will go out to all of your tech subscribers. Matt's already mentioned the PLU codes. We'll be using PLUs in the range from 8,000 to 8,099. We use a different set of PLU codes every week, so you can schedule them ahead of time as you get them, and you won't have a conflict with reusing the same ones. And then there is an offer associated with the sign up for text message and for email. So whenever somebody signs up new, they'll get that offer as a bounce back, and those will not change on a regular basis. Those will stay consistent.
And one item that's not on this slide, it's not a promotion, but we change out the playlist for the digital signage once a week. So what you have there doesn't get stale and play for months and months and months. And Paul, is it still Wednesday morning that you're sending the fresh playlist out?
Yep, the playlist runs Wednesday through Tuesday. So every Wednesday morning, you'll have a new playlist on your digital signage. If for some reason your digital signage player hasn't updated with that new playlist, it might have lost its internet connection. So check your internet connection, or maybe you can just reset the player, unplug it, plug it back in, and that'll usually get it back online with your internet.
Okay, and then Janet's going to talk a little bit about the print materials and stuff that you'll get.
So we have the launch kit will be coming to you from Doodad. Posters and materials to help you grow awareness with your consumers on what's happening in your store and the deals they're going to get, and gain some subscribers. You get monthly microsite poster, which will be themed for the microsite theme. You'll get 3 posters that will stay static: Bright Aisle, text subscribe, and email subscribe. Those were the ones that will have QR codes specifically for those items. Your consumers will scan or tap those signs, scan the QR code signs. It will take them directly to sign up for text or emails. There's also a promotional poster with all 3 items: the email that has your URL, the text that has your keyword, and then instructions on downloading Bright Aisle. That's another group of promotional materials you'll get, as well as bag stuffers and shelf tags. So that is those.
I mean, the reason, if you look at that Hello Autumn sign and you see the white square that says in here, that's where Paul had mentioned we'll be sending you those self-adhesive QR codes, the stickers to put on there. And the reason we can't print those on the posters is because the posters are a generic poster for all stores, but the QR code is specific by store. If we didn't do it specific by store and someone scanned and wanted to register, we wouldn't know who to assign that customer to. So that's why when you get these, it might look a little bit funny, and you'll scratch your head and say, why did they print these with the white squares and we've got to put the sticker on it? Why didn't they just print them with the QR codes? It's because each store's QR code is different with a store identifier.
We also have some optional print materials to help get the message out to your customers. You've got gates, you can do an ROP, we can do bag stuffers, and those are $125 each. So just let us know if you're interested in supplementing, and we'll get those print files set up. They're customized with your information, with your URLs and QR codes, etc.
Yeah, and even if you don't use our materials, while you're still doing your print ads, we encourage all of you to work with whoever is doing your ads for you and promote the DVC. Text here to get these text deals. Have you signed up for our email deals? Have you seen our new microsite? Think about all the exciting brand new stuff you're doing in the world of digital. Your current medium in print, you're already paying for it. So leverage it. Work with your ad producers to help them to market the DVC elements for you, whether you use our stuff or develop it on your own. All right, well, that's the end of what we had to cover today. We appreciate everybody taking the time. And who's got the mouse? Janet, just in case there are questions, can you try unmuting everybody? Let's see if we don't pick up too much interference.
One thing I want to mention here is on the screen, you're seeing our email address and phone number. Take out your phone and take a picture of that really quick, and just keep that information. If you have any questions as you're going through, like I said, you're going to be receiving quite a few things from us in the next few days. Links to your preview website, your text message program can be all set up. If you have questions on how to make changes to those, email us or give us a call, and I'll go over that with you guys.
And we want this to be easy for you. So we want to stress, if you have any questions at all, just reach out to us. We're here to help. What we've done now is we've unmuted all of the phones. And what's great is we're not picking up any background noise. So as we move this into any other questions that we might have or comments the group wants to make amongst itself, all the lines are now open. If anyone has any questions or comments. Well, it doesn't sound like we have any questions. Let me defer to the AWG division staff. Do any of you have any comments you'd like to make while we've got the group on the phone?
Matt, I'll just say this is Richard and Springfield. You know, if any of the Springfield retailers have any specific questions on how we're going to move forward, feel free to call myself. Dave will be back tomorrow, and we will keep you updated as we move forward. Our launch date again is the 27th, and got a conference call with Memphis Friday to finalize the items. So I'll just say, if you have any specific questions you need to have from me or Dave, feel free to call us or email us.
Got any questions? Great. Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. Nashville, anything you'd like to add?
I've got one about the uploading of the ad. Where is the tutorial for that?
We actually have a video on YouTube that we'll send out the link for everybody to see. But there's a YouTube video we have, and it's really easy. I know a lot of stores, they kind of stress out over it, and maybe they're not very good on a computer, but it's a very simple process. It's just like attaching a file to an email. The only extra step is you're going to select your start date and your end date. But we haven't had anybody have a problem once we show them the routine on it. But we'll get that link out for everyone.
Okay, and also we need to cancel our website with AWG, right?
Once we're ready to go live, exactly. So whether it's your website, whether you have text with somebody else, if you have somebody else doing your Facebook postings, any other additional services, once you go live with us, if you want to cancel those, yeah, please contact your current provider to cancel those services.
Okay. We did get another text message that came in, or chat message from Justin. When will our current website change over to the new one?
Well, like I said, you're going to receive your preview links by the end of this week. Once you're comfortable with and you've made the changes you want, we can go live before the actual DVC launches on the 27th. So next week, next Wednesday, a week from now, if you're ready to go live, we'll turn you live. And like I said, the advantage of doing that is you've got a week then to go ahead and start getting email subscribers so that when we send out that first promotion for you, people are actually receiving that. So once you're ready to go live, let me know. We'll switch you over. I'll let you know once your site is live, and then you can also start getting those email subscribers.
Okay, and also on the beacons, do we have to have a password to get into our Wi-Fi? I mean, are you going to have to set that up in the beacon?
Nope, the beacons work off of Bluetooth, so they don't connect to Wi-Fi at all. You just need to plug them into an outlet, and they're ready to go.
Okay, what about the media?
Media players, yes. When you receive the media players, there's going to be instructions that come with it on how to hook them up to your Wi-Fi. My business card will be in there also. If you have any questions, just give me a call and we'll go through it. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to plug in a keyboard and a mouse into the media player, and then you're going to search for your, same as on your phone. You're going to search for the Wi-Fi networks. You're going to find your stored Wi-Fi network and select it. Type in the password. Once it has that inputted, you can unplug the keyboard and mouse, and it's just going to keep connected to your internet.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
I went online a few weeks back and filled out all the information and emailed it back to you, but I never got a confirmation that you received it, and I have not received any feedback since. Do we need to go through and do this again to make sure that we are signed up with you?
Yep. What's your store number?
2167.
2167. I'll double check it just to pull it up here. And let me check that once we're actually off the call, and I will give you a call and let you know on that one. Okay.
It is.
Name and phone number, please.
At Pennington Supermarket in Ash Grove.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Pennington's.
Pennington.
Penningtons.
Yep, we've got you. We do have you inputted, and I believe I did actually left you a message. But yeah, I've got your information. I will get in touch with you after we're over here, and we'll go over the specifics for your store.
Thank you.
2016, we have not received any information either.
2016.
Yes.
And what location?
St. Clair's. It's in Jerseyville, Illinois.
Yep, we've got you. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
In fact, what you're bringing up here is probably a good enhancement that we need to do, and thank you for your input. We probably, on our registration process, need to have a confirmation bounce back that comes to you to let you know we did get it and everything's good. So thank you for the feedback you're giving us today.
Good idea. Good idea. And what about the rest of us? I mean, them guys are on there. Are we all signed up? Maybe you ought to post a list of who's in there.
This is a great learning for us, so thank you for the feedback. We're going to build that in. That's great.
Right. And you all should have received the email for this webinar. So if you received that email, then yeah, we definitely have you on our list.
Okay, we've had another question from David Muncie. If you already have a Facebook, can it be used, or does a new account have to be set up?
You can definitely use your existing Facebook page. So you don't need to create a new Facebook page. The only reason you create a new one, Facebook business, yes, it does need to be a business page. So you have to have your personal page, and then you create your business page off of that. But if you have an existing business Facebook page, you can definitely already use that. You don't need to create a new one.
I don't like the word either.
All right, exciting.
Any other, Matt?
Yeah, did you see there was a chat question from Dave Muncy? He asked if you already have a Facebook, can it be used, or does a new account have to be set up?
Yeah, I think we just covered that one.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, they can use their existing Facebook page.
Okay, I thought that was the case. Okay. I have a quick question too. We're going to get a monitor, and we've already got the media connection sent to us here in the office. However, we do not have access to Wi-Fi in the office for security reasons, but we do have internet connection for a TV. Is it possible to get the feed from a, for lack of a better term, a landline or internet connection?
Ethernet.
Yeah, you can use an Ethernet cable. So if you have a network cable, you can plug into the back of the player. Yeah, that'll work fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yes. If I have somebody else that I've been working with to shop online, you'll just import Shop Hero for my online portion of that website?
Yeah, if you already have a storefront for online shopping, we can include a link to that storefront on your website with us. That's no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and what'll happen, it'll be on your store's homepage, and in the upper right-hand side, there'll be a link that says online shopping. If you click on that link, it'll bring you right to your digital storefront, whether it's through us or Shop Hero or My Web Grocer, whoever's doing it for you.
Okay. Okay.
Just let us know so that we can build that link for you.
Okay, and we're going to be able to preview this by the end of the week, you say, eh?
Yeah, I'll have you preview links by the end of business on Friday, so you can definitely do it over the weekend and all next week. And if you want to create like custom links for your online store, we can do that. We can make like a homepage slide for it. Make any changes next week, and then hopefully get launched by the end of next week at the latest.
Okay, sounds good.
Other questions? Well, we appreciate everybody's time today. We ran a little bit over, and I apologize for that. A lot of great questions. Thank you for those. We're really excited about it. I mean, on the 27th, we'll be launching Nashville. We'll be launching Springfield. We've got more stores coming into it from Memphis. We're already live out in Nebraska, working with Great Lakes. Oklahoma City and Kansas City will be coming up next. So we're really excited where this is going with AWG. Thank you for your support and your enthusiasm. And if you see things that we can do better, please let us know. Like the thing that was just kind of an aha moment for me when the two folks asked questions about, I haven't received a confirmation. I registered, but don't know if I'm really in or not. That was we should have had a confirmation out there. So we learn as we go too. So if you see things we could do better, we're here to help. Let us know. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.